Hey everyone, welcome to another $1,000 strap search. I've got my $1,000 in singles here and I'm about to show you what I found. But before I do, let's talk about this week's tip. Now, when you're searching or collecting currency, there is a few tools you want to have in your arsenal. First and foremost, you want to have a price guide. You want to make sure you have an idea, a rough estimate of what something is worth before you start spending money. The second thing is you want to have a little idea on how grading works and how one crease versus a hard fold versus dirt, how all of that stuff affects the grade of a particular note. One of the simplest things you can get to help in your evaluation of a bill is one of these. This is a flashlight. It's less than a $10 flashlight. It's got a couple LED bulbs in there. And this little flashlight will do some amazing things for you. What you would do is you would take a note like this. At a glance, this note looks pretty good. It looks right here that there's a little bit of wear. So you'd think, oh yeah, this note is just fine, especially if you're reviewing it online, on an auction online. You can see that it's got a little bit of stuff over here, but overall, it looks like the note is in really good shape. Well, if you had access to a flashlight, if you turn on that flashlight and hold it at an angle, if this is the bill, you want to be looking almost straight down the bill, maybe just slightly at an angle like so. And when you do that, everything on this bill lights up. You can see that right there through the L, right here, which is invisible, but when I hold the light up, you can see that there is a crease there. You can see the light fold right here, just like that. And if I move across the bill, you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines across George's face, which weren't really, well, 3 of those are identifiable. And if I go a little further, you'll notice that there are folds right here. You can see those crystal clear the second you hold the light up. And this particular one is a pretty deep fold. I mean, that's extremely noticeable with the light. I'm sure all of you can see that. But take the light away, and this looks like a really good note. Well, the difference between what you see here and what you see here is quite a bit as far as grading goes. This may look like a 40, a 45. This, well, now you're talking 25. So investing in $10 in a note like this will greatly help you analyze notes. And when you buy stuff online, keep in mind that a lot of people use this little trick. They aren't going to shine a light like this and have those shadows exaggerate all the creases in a note. Even that corner, look at that corner like that. You can see that's a hard fold there. Without it, it looks pretty good. So yeah, when you're looking at stuff online, be a little bit more careful, I should say. Don't always take the first bid that's up there. See what you can do as far as talking them down a little bit, because you can never quite be sure what this little light is going to reveal. One other thing the light would reveal, this note doesn't have that, but if you hold it from behind, if there are any little holes or tears, the light goes through those really easy. This note doesn't have any holes, so you're not going to have the light coming through. But just for a good way to check to see if there are any holes, a lot of times you can just hold this up to the light on the ceiling and discover any of those. But those are just some of the things you want to do. You want to be able to find those little wrinkles like that. You want to be able to find those little holes. So yeah, a $10 flashlight, that is all you need to be able to spot that stuff. All right, so there's my $1,000 in singles. Let's get those out of the way, and let's take a peek at what I found this week. Starting off, got a birthday note from 2001, September 23rd, 2001. That's fairly recent. This is an alternator. It's got 0 as the alternator, 40, 50, 20, 80. So that's kind of neat, seeing 0 as every other number. This one's also an alternator with 3s, 93, 23, 23, 43. This is just a trinary, 1s, 4s, and 5s. 2s, 3s, and 6s on this one. It's only got the 1, 6, so really close to being a binary. This one is 1s, 6s, and 8s. Pretty rough shape on that one. Another one-off, trinary, 1s, 3s, and 9s. It's only got the 1-1, so close, but yet so far. And then we've got 0s, 1s, and 9s on this note. And this one is 2s, 3s, and 6s. 0s, 8s, and 9s. Another 0s, 8s, and 9s. These were one apart. So, yeah, they're consecutive notes, but they're new notes, so I'm not too worried about them having any additional value there. Then I got quads. Quad 1s. This one's quad 3s. Quad 4s. Quad 5s. What do we got here? Oh, quad 9s. My eyes blurred for a second and I couldn't make it out. Then I did get some stars. This is 2017 star note from Kansas City. You got a couple of those. 2017, really rough shape. I hope it's not rare. From Chicago, so not too likely. This one was interesting. Kansas City J note, star note. Somebody took a highlighter and colored in the 1s on both sides. So once again, I hope that one is not a rare. That would kind of suck. Another 2013 here. Another 2013, pretty rough. Another fairly rough 2013. This one's a little better. It's got one hard crease in the middle, but the rest of the note's pretty good. And this one's pretty decent. Little dog ear there, little dog ear on the other side, but other than that, it's okay. Then I did find, this is from the older notes. This is 2003A. Normally I don't pull these, but since it was something other than G, I just wanted to double check it in my book. Another 2003A. This one is a C note. This one is, take a peek right there so you can see what I'm talking about, from Philadelphia. Philadelphia is C as far as the Federal Reserves go. And like I said, I just wanted to double check in my book. Anytime I see stuff that's not G, I get so many G's around here. Well, I am just north of Chicago, so I'm not really that surprised. But 23A, also San Francisco there. And a 2003, no A on this one. Then we get to the ones that I'm actually saving. 2001, this one is in really nice shape. Normally I used to save 1999 and older, but we are in 2021 right now, so 20 years, that would be 2001. This one's also pretty good, so I'll take that one. 1999, another 99. See, there's the G, Chicago. 99, San Francisco. 1995, Minneapolis. And the oldest note in the group was 1988A. Don't forget, 1988A, 1993, 1995. You're looking right here to make sure it's not a web note. A web note will only have one small little digit right there, and it will not have this H2 over here. This will just be blank. So that's what I found this week doing my strap search. What did I bring out from my box? Well, I brought out a note that was going to help me substantially as far as explaining my hint this week. Some of you have seen this one before. This is my $18.99 $1 silver certificate. This is my Black Eagle. My Black Eagle is exceptionally nice. I got this from a guy who was trying to buy a bunch of collectibles dirt cheap from people who had no idea what they wanted. My con to con story, essentially. I've told that one numerous times already. Quite proud of how I got this. Quite proud of how the change that I received were 1928 $2 bills. Yeah, I got this for a steal from that guy. He was just trying to make a quick buck. He did. He made $5. He bought this for $60, sold it to me for $65. And this note is in really nice shape. That's the front of it there. It's called the 1899 Black Eagle for obvious reasons. You've got that Black Eagle there in the center. If you take a quick peek at that, really, really cool engraving of a Black Eagle. He's got the American flag clutched in his hands. It's got the olive branch representing peace. There's the capital right there. So yeah, a really cool note. Now, when these are in really good shape, you can see even back in 1899, the red and blue fibers to prevent counterfeiting. Those fibers are actually there starting in 1862 when they first started doing notes. But yeah, whenever you get a really clean bill, you can see those fibers really nice. I love the blue here. The blue numeral like that is so cool. The blue seals is nice, but to me, I'm a huge fan of that numeral right there. Take a peek at the back. Once again, you get these giant fields of white where you can clearly see all of those fibers. And to me, that makes it really appealing. Now, let's take another look at this. because, like I said, looking at it, even if I zoom in on this, you can see the corners are real good. You can see just the overall condition of this bill is really, really nice. And a lot of you people might be saying you should send that bill in to be graded. And I've considered it, and I still might. However, let's talk about this week's tip one more time. Here is my handy dandy little flashlight. And if I take my flashlight and I hold it up, you can see that there is quite a bit of wrinkling on the paper here. It is not that smooth at all. I'm trying to not have the glare on there, but I still want you guys to be able to see that there is quite a bit of wrinkling. Now, I mean, not necessarily creasing, but wrinkling. So to think that this was a 60 or a 58 or something isn't exactly the case. I mean, here, right along that seal, you can see that there is a crease there. And you can see how the corner was a little bit folded at one point. So yeah, this is not an uncirculated bill. And like I said, it's very dramatic once you hold the light up to it, because that light just exposes everything on that bill. Down the middle, a little bit of a crease right here. So yeah, these little pocket lights like this. Now, if you saw this note in a show, you definitely want to take a light to this so you could see all these little imperfections, because that'll give you the ammunition you need to start talking this bill down. Take a peek at the back just to see if, there's that crease right there. You can see really well. And yeah, on the back, all of these show up a lot more detailed than they do the first time you see them. So, once again, that is the value of this little flashlight. Let's take a quick peek at the big book and see what it has to say once again. We are talking the 1899 Black Eagle. Where'd it go? There it is. 1899 Black Eagle. That is what it looks like. That is what I got. If I turn the page, we'll see the pricings. Here we go. Starting off at VG8, about $110. And by the time you get to 20, you're at $175. This one's probably close to a 40. So you're talking $335, $325, somewhere in that neighborhood. Well, maybe not. Maybe $265. Which one is this? Let's take a peek at that. This one is Spielman and White. So if I look at the signatures, Spielman and White way down there on the bottom. It's not a mule. It's not a star. So it's 236. So 236, you're talking 110. If it's a VG8, you're talking 145. If it is a 12, this one is a 40 roughly, so you're talking 265. Even at a 60, it's 425, and it's definitely not a 60 after seeing all that. So we're talking about 265 on this particular bill, which I am quite happy with, considering I've got all of 65 in it. So I may take it to get graded anyway. Anyway, that's what I've got for you guys this week. My 1899 Black Eagle and my $10 flashlight to show you what you can actually do with them. All right, guys, if you learned anything new this week, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. I'm getting close to that 1,000 subscriber mark, and I've already blown through the 4,000 watch hours. So, yeah, I'm inching my way to monetization. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you again next week.